NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Play action. It's Wilson.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Looking to throw. Foreman.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Here's a give to Barkley. And shedding through the tackle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. On first and 10, Foreman. This is caught. Touchdown. Saquon Barkley from 17 yards out. And the Giants have struck first in this NFC title game. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robertson. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation. would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Wilson's throw into the hands of Lockett. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this,
it is cold.
And it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Foreman flushed out right. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. Swings this out here for Cohen. And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Throw left side complete. That's Robertson. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson to the Seahawks. Wilson going to throw for it. Rolling to his right. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. taken at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Second and 7. Looking to throw. Foreman. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Foreman. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now it's Lockett. A tight one. 8-7 our score after one on EA Sports. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Second and 10.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me.
Here's a give running left. It's Cohen. He's got a first down past the 30, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll run on second down with Cohen. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Wilson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Giants are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Off-play action. Foreman. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Foreman, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event, not getting to them early.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Check 31, check 31. Hey, check Mike 21.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Wilson. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive, as they'll take over with just under a minute left to play until the break. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They'll run on first down. Barkley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running backs trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Foreman. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Here we go.
A big play that time through the air. 36 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
They go play action here on first down. They'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Foreman escaping the pressure right. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Tony. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Barkley will try to punch it in, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is down to 2.
Seahawks 16, Giants 14.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. This one taken just inside the 10.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
A gain of 3, second down. They'll go to Barkley again, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Operating from the gun. Foreman flushed out right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On third down, Foreman. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. On first down, Barkley. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. To throw on second down, Foreman. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Looking to throw. Foreman to Barkley on the check down. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. On fourth down, Foreman flush to his right. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Foreman. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Giants have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5.
Seahawks 16.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, and he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Escaping the pressure right. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing to start the drive. Foreman. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. On 1st down, Foreman. Oh, no, he lost the football. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
A handoff to Barkley on the option.
Shoves him aside near the 35. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line.
71 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession gigantic.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Now Wilson, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
They're not home yet. They still need the 2-point conversion to keep their Super Bowl dreams alive. Throwing now is Wilson. They'll roll him out. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Seahawks are right back in this football game.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again,
it's Barkley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Looking to throw. Foreman. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson, sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And this is taken in at the 5. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And they are able to spike this in time. And that is going to set up a field goal try that one way or the other will decide this football game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This for a trip to the Super Bowl. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This for a trip to the Super Bowl. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final.
GG's a classic, brother. GG's.
And maximizing your roster. This is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball.
I say GG's, that was a classic.
Solid pro like this. Answer's pretty evident to me.
Good game, man. Good game, brother.
This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they achieved it. How about that? That's pretty fantastic.